What's happening, guys? Sam Adams here, and welcome to yet another episode of The Drop, where I pretty much cover all of the new video game releases coming out over the course of the next week. And this particular week we have Watch Dogs 2 hitting, Killing Floor 2 is finally coming to consoles, Planet Coaster is finally getting its full release, amongst a couple of other things. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. So, kicking things off, we have Killing Floor 2 coming out on the PlayStation 4 as far as consoles go, and of course it's been in early access on PC for quite a while now, but this week is pretty much marking the big final release of the game, quote-unquote, but of course more work is going to be done on the project, but all of that's beside the point. In Killing Floor 2, players descend into continental Europe, where the outbreak caused by Horzine Biotech's failed experiment has quickly spread and gained unstoppable momentum, essentially paralyzing the European Union. Just 1 month after the events in the original Killing Floor, the specimen clones are everywhere and civilization is in disarray. Communications have failed, governments have collapsed, and military forces have been systematically eradicated. The people of Europe know survival and self-preservation too well, and lucky survivors have gone into hiding. Not all have given up hope, though. A group of civilians and mercenaries have banded together to combat the outbreak and established privately funded operation bases across Europe. Upon tracking specimen clone outbreaks, players will descend into Z-laden hot zones and exterminate them. Now, as far as my personal experience with Killing Floor 2, it's a little bit limited. I've played a couple of free-to-play weekends on Steam, and I've played that with a friend, so of course take my opinion with a grain of salt, but of the 4 to 5 hours that I probably played Killing Floor 2, I would say that if you enjoy the Black Ops Zombies map theater, I believe it was Kino der Toten, something along those lines, where you pretty much got a giant horde of zombies to follow you around, and you fired into them as you got ammo and as you got power-ups and whatnot. That is pretty much what I'm getting from Killing Floor 2. It's very much so a get a giant group of zombies and just go at them kind of experience. Now, like I believe I mentioned, I was also playing with a friend, which definitely changed my experience, and I think it definitely changed it for the better. Now, you can play solo, and I'm sure you would have a good time with it, but if you can get a group of people to play Killing Floor 2 with, that is going to make your experience way better, and you're going to have a much better time. At least that's what I personally believe would happen. So if you enjoyed Call of Duty Zombies and you're looking for that kind of experience turned up to 10, and especially if you have some friends, I would definitely recommend at least giving Killing Floor 2 a look. Check out some gameplay, see what you think. It's definitely a better experience in my opinion than the original Black Ops Zombies, but it is similar in its same nature, and it's coming out on the PlayStation 4 in console form this week, and it is available right now in early access on the PC. Next up, we've got Watch Dogs 2 coming out on the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and the PC. Explore the birthplace of the tech revolution as Marcus Holloway, a brilliant young hacker who has fallen victim to CTOS 2.0's predictive algorithms and accused him of a crime he did not commit. In Marcus's quest to shut down CTOS 2.0 for good, hacking is the ultimate weapon. Players can not only hack into the San Francisco Bay Area's infrastructure, but also every person and any connected device that they possess to trigger unpredictable chains of events in a vast open world. Alright, so here's my thing with Watch Dogs 2. I want to be excited about it. I really, truly do. But I cannot let myself get overexcited, and I feel like that's one of the reasons that the original Watch Dogs did fail, because we saw this pre-release gameplay, and we should have known that it was not going to look that great whenever the game did come out on the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and the PC, especially the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One versions of the game, though we still let ourselves get excited, and ultimately led to my huge disappointment whenever the game actually did come out a couple of years ago. Now, with Watch Dogs 2, it does appear to build upon the foundation that the original Watch Dogs did lay, and I do believe that's a good thing because you can hack more stuff. I hear the game is ultimately a more open and vast world, and of course it's set in a much more vibrant place, the city of San Francisco, and of what I can gather, it is pretty accurate as far as the map layout goes, so it does have a lot of good stuff going for it. When it comes down to it, I would recommend giving this one a rent this coming weekend if you are interested in playing it, and if you enjoy your time with the game, you can either continue to rent it or go out and purchase it. Though that being said, temper your expectations because I'm still not exactly sure how this one is going to turn out, though don't get me wrong, I am totally rooting for the best. Next up, we've got Assassin's Creed the Ezio collection coming to the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Live the complete saga of Master Assassin Ezio Auditore de Firenze, the most iconic leader of the Brotherhood of Assassins, as you seek vengeance for the betrayal of your family in a time of greed, corruption, and murderous conspiracy. Including 3 of the most critically acclaimed titles in the Assassin's Creed franchise and featuring over 80 hours of gameplay with enhanced graphics, Assassin's Creed the Ezio collection brings these enduring adventures to life for the first time on the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 systems. So So with the Ezio collection, this is a great way to enter into the Assassin's Creed franchise for the first time, because you do get pretty much the entire scope of the story of Ezio Auditore, who is by all means the most famous of the assassins that are included with the Assassin's Creed franchise, and by all means the most interesting in my opinion. Now, of course, the graphics have been touched up a little bit, and it does look a little bit better here on the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. Though that being said, the main reason this game is coming out is because there is an Assassin's Creed movie coming out in December, so this is pretty much just a game to go alongside the movie, and they didn't feel like putting enough effort into making a new game, so they ended up bundling a whole bunch of old games together, making them look slightly better, and pumping them out for the new generation of consoles. Ultimately, you're getting what you expect to get with this one. You're getting 3 old games that look slightly better on the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, and then there's a new movie coming out in December, so, I mean, that's pretty much it. They're good games, but there's nothing new here. Next up, we've got Planet Coaster coming to the PC. The future of coaster park simulation games has arrived. Surprise, delight, and thrill incredible crowds as you build your coaster park empire. Let your imagination run wild and share your success with the world. Alright, now I'm throwing this one in there because as far as Roller Coaster Tycoon style games go, this is the Mac Daddy of them all. Now, it does have a lot of work that still needs to be done to it, but it's a very, very interesting title. It's pretty much where you just build your own theme park. Think Thrillville, think Roller Coaster Tycoon kind of thrown together. If you want to see some gameplay of it, I would recommend watching, I believe NerdCubed has a good video doing it, but there's a lot of hilarious stuff across the internet. I was watching Lyric play it a couple of weeks ago as well, and it's just a game that is really, really fun to watch and also really fun to play. So if you're looking for a new kind of Roller Coaster Tycoon style game, you might want to look into this one. If you are a streamer looking to have a lot of stream interaction and building a new park on stream, you should definitely consider checking this one out because it is going to be a very, very fun game, and it's coming out on the PC this week. Now, last but not least, we have one honorable mention, and that is Star Wars Battlefront, the Ultimate Edition, and I mention this because I still have my copy of Star Wars Battlefront that I bought whenever it did come out last year, and that's kind of a significant thing for me because I do the most of my gaming on my PC, but I have had a great time playing Star Wars Battlefront and do get back to it from time to time. But with the Ultimate Edition, you're getting the base game and the Season Pass, which includes all of the DLC that's been released for it to date, and all of that is coming out for $40, and of course you get all the DLC that may come out in the future additions to the DLC content package. Now, with the time that I've spent with Star Wars Battlefront, I will say that it's a pretty simple shooter experience. Now, that being said, it's a great game to come home and just veg out to. It does not take much brain power, but it can if you do choose to apply it. There's a lot of different ways to play Star Wars Battlefront, but between the heroes, the power-ups that you can find, the different weapons that are available, and the ultimate simplicity with kind of a hidden level of complexity, it is a pretty great game, and it's definitely one you should check out if you never got the chance to play Star Wars Battlefront whenever it did come out last year. So there you guys have it. I hope you have enjoyed this edition of The Drop. If you did, drop me a like down below and click that share button to show other people my face and the graphics that I've made and what I'm doing over here. And of course, leave a comment down below and let me know what new games are coming out this week that you might be interested in. And also, before you click off the video, this coming Friday, I am going to be doing a big Black Friday breakdown as for my On the Topic of video. I'm going to be going over Target, Walmart, Best Buy, pretty much all of the big major retailers and their deals this coming Black Friday. So be sure to click that subscribe button and stay tuned for that. But as for right now, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for watching this particular video. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.